Greetings, traveler, and welcome back to the Lapis Kingdom. I am the Blue Regent, and it has happened. Minecraft 1.17 is here. Caves and Cliffs Part 1, I think is what they're calling it. It's here, and I'm excited about it. And so I'm going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to start a new mini-series and see how it goes. Just kind of playing with some of the new blocks and everything. I'm kind of having a little bit of a creative slump with the Warcraft world stuff. I did not realize that I was going to be setting off more or less a existential crisis when I stepped back and decided that I didn't like how everything looked. And so you know, I kind of feel like I paralyzed myself a little bit, and I've been overthinking a lot, and so I want to do something a little more fun, still Minecraft, but just a slightly different project. Also, if you hear a faint buzzing in the background, I have a fan on in the background. It's hot, and I live in an old house that does not have air conditioning. And I tried to turn the fan off before recording, and nope, the fan's staying on. So we're just going to have to deal with it together. Hopefully we'll get some rain soon. It'll cut through some of this humidity. It'll cut some of the heat, and I won't need the fan on all of the time anymore. But for at least this episode, the fan's staying on. So this new series, what are we doing? I've been watching a lot of Transport Fever. And if you have never heard of it, you should check it out. It's kind of a cool game. But I've kind of become obsessed with the idea of, like, oh, some centers are resource production centers, some centers are resource refinement centers, and then other places are just, like, residential centers that refined goods get sent to. And this kind of like leans in a little bit to how I generally play Minecraft when I'm playing it for fun. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start a new world, and the idea is essentially we're going to kind of like determine what are cities, what are resource production centers, and what are resource refinement centers, and those are going to all play into each other. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of worlds here, and I was kind of just looking around for something that would kind of work out for what I want to do. So I'm actually gonna delete this one. Yes. And I think what I want to do is I want to do this one right here. Now, I haven't done too much exploring. I just know that there's at least more than one village on this map. That's all I know. I don't remember where it is. I don't remember where it is, obviously, because I've looked at a lot of maps. But I have a lot to work with here, a lot of different starting biomes. I like plains. That's where I tend to have the most fun. I like the spruce wood a lot, but as far as just where I like to build, the plains are my favorite biome. And so we're going to create a new world. We're going to recreate this one. We're going to go survival on. Cheats off, because I don't really plan on spawning anything in as far as substitute stuff goes. I don't think. I have cheats on the Minecraft world, and that's because I want to be able to summon heads for mannequins later. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that on this. That's not really the point of this one. So we'll do survival, cheats off, world name. Let's do... we'll call it Trade Kingdom Season 1. That doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be more than one season, but let's oh, not hardcore. This mouse wheel. Sometimes this mouse wheel is a little loose. So yeah, not creative either. Survival. Okay, Trade Kingdom Season 1. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be more than one season, but there's going to be at least one season. So here we go. So let's create this new world. Okay, so you spawn in a village, and that's my logic behind using this one in particular. So let's show the seed. There's the seed right there, so you can play along if you want to. If you do play along, please don't spoil anything for me. We are also playing on large biomes, just because I kind of wanted to feel like it's like one kingdom that kind of has like one type of geography. So this is our initial village. There's nothing really crazy about it. It's got a bunch of houses, some of these like bigger, fancier houses in them. It has, looks like a mason over here. Yep. This looks like a butcher shop. Yep. Okay. And another big house. And some field. And like a pen, I guess. So like nothing to write home about. So I would consider this either a resource production or a resource refinement center. And how I'm going to define those is any village that has like a market in it is a city. If it has a market and a well, or a market and a church, or a market and like the town center, like the tree, that's a large city. And then if it has 3 of those things, then it's a capital, if that makes sense. So those are like destinations for goods. And then this doesn't have a market, and so this is like either a resource production or resource refinement. Now, in a game like Transport Fever, it's already decided for you what each settlement like produces or refines. And so that's kind of the trick in that game is getting like the raw resources however far they need to go to get to the production place. So I don't think I'm going to really limit myself quite in that way, but I think I will kind of limit myself somewhat in as far as what the buildings do. So this could either be a resource production place, because there are there pigs in the, where'd that butcher shop go? Oh, it's over here. Do they have pigs in here? No, so they have no animals in here. So because of this butcher shop, this could be a like raw meat processing place, or because of this like little mini pasture here, it could be an animal farm, and we could like have livestock here, or because of the mason's house, which is right there, this could be like a stone refinement kind of place. And I think the way that I want to do this is once I decide what it does, that's all it does. So let's kind of take a look around. We also have these like hills going into the mountains here, so we could also like make this a quarry and do like just stone gathering and not stone refinement. So I think because of the buildings that we have to start with, we could either do stone gathering, stone refining, livestock rearing, or livestock refining. not sure which one I want to do yet. So what we can do is kind of take a look around and see if we can find another village nearby and see if that helps us decide. So let's see here. And remember, anywhere with a market, those aren't going to be really developed to be like production or refining centers. Those are just going to be places that we go to like trade with the villagers, if that makes sense. So, let's see here. I think I'm going to want to steal a bed and some food. That can stay here. I'm going to steal this bed. And generally... Oh. So we could also do mining. Or like smelting here, too. Okay. Good to know. So this could be some sort of mining village as well, or just like refinement. Okay, so we could do a lot potentially, but remember, we're only going to pick one for this village. So let's go. My best luck in finding another village is to usually just go the direction a road is pointing. So we're going to go this way, which is easy to remember. We're basically going north, which is usually the direction I go. For some reason, almost any time I start a new map, I almost always just head north. Oh, and just like that, there's the second village. Okay. And it looks like there's a third. Okay, alright, cool. I'm going to grab that egg. I want to pick up random stuff as I go, just so I have more resources to work with once I do that. Or just so I have more resources to work with once I settle down. Oh. Hello. Lots of coal I'm seeing around. Oh, and I think I see a market in here. So this might be... This might count as one of our large cities. I do see a market. And a church, so this is definitely a large city. Do you have a well? I don't see a well. Okay, so it's not a capital. This doesn't count as a capital, but this is a large city, which is cool. So they've got a blacksmith. So that's one of the things that we could trade with them is process. Oh, okay. I want that. Thank you. I want this. Thank you. Cool. Yeah, a thing that they're gonna want to trade is they're gonna want metals. I gotta get used to my commands again. I need food. I want this. So definitely this city wants metal. So processed ores is gonna be good. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Let me just... Okay, so we slept. It doesn't really look like food is a thing that they're gonna need because they've got like these little farms in here. So I'm going to assume that definitely like 2 commodities that they're gonna want is gonna be like paper and I'm gonna assume that one of the commodities for sure that they're gonna want is processed metal, and that's because of the blacksmith, and probably coal. So I think that's how we're gonna do this. Now granted, if it sounds like it, I'll confirm it. I am kind of like making this up as I go. What are you? Oh, is this a cartographer? No, this is just a house with the weirdest floor plan. Okay. So I am kind of trying to make this up as I go, which is weird. Imposing rules on yourself is tricky, because like no one really upholds them for you. You just kind of have to remember them all. Now, transport fever, every city, they have like 2 things that they want. And so, so we'll say that maybe this village wants, this village wants metal, like processed metal for sure. Which means that okay, so they want processed metal. That's what they want. What does this village over here have in it? Oh, this place has this place has a market too. So this is also a large city, because it's got a market and a well. Interesting. Okay. So what if we did this? What if we did a city wants 2 goods, a large city wants 3 goods, and the capital wants 4 goods, all based off of like buildings that they do and don't have in their like within them. So this is gonna want wool. Okay, so they're gonna want wool because they have the weaver's hut, the shepherd's hut, whatever this is. So this city is gonna want wool. This city also has a blacksmith. And it has obsidian in it, which is kind of wild. So I'm just gonna go ahead and relieve you of this. And it looks like they also have a blast furnace. Let's see here. What else do you have? Kind of clear some of this tall grass out as I go. Just kind of getting the lay of the land here. I'm gonna need all this bread, all these apples, if you don't mind. They're not really gonna need food either. Oh, they're gonna want leather. Okay, so they're definitely gonna want Yes, 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 yes. They're gonna want leather because they've got a leather tanner. They're definitely gonna want processed metals, and maybe they're gonna want like weapons and armor as well. Maybe that's the third thing that they'll want, or maybe, yeah, that's what we'll do. That we'll do. We'll do the blacksmith is weapons and armor. If a city has like a blast furnace in it, they want processed metals and yeah, so they want, wow, okay, so those are 4 potential things that they could do. They want wool, or they want wool, or they want weapons and armor, or they want processed metals, or they want leather. So okay, good to know. Okay, so that kind of helps a little bit in my decision making, knowing that. So maybe what we should do, oh, there's a swamp over there, cool, is head back to our production village and kind of decide from there what we can make and who we want to start trading with first. Wool guy, what are you hoping to get here? Well, you want black wool and gray wool. Okay, all right. Are you home? No. Okay, what are you hoping for? Oh, okay. That's a dumb trade. So we might not be doing leather working. Leather might not be a focus production-wise, because those are weird trades. It requires me to buy stuff from them, which I'm not really trying to do. Blacksmith, what do you want? Coal. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, I felt like this was going to be a little I felt like this was going to be a little tricky to figure out for the first time through. And so this will just be like a learning experience, and for fun. So yeah, these guys are definitely getting wool for sure. That's definitely one of the things they're getting. And maybe they just want coal. Maybe that's just one of the trade items they're hoping for. Let's go back to this other large city and see what they're hoping for. Okay, what kind of stuff do you guys want? Oh, everyone's just hanging out in here, huh? Okay, that's a weird thing to do. Okay, weaponsmith, you also want coal. So maybe Maybe just coal is the thing they want. No, I think I will do like weapons and tools. Like I originally said, figuring this out is going to be a little bit funky, but it might just be kind of like a sacrifice items kind of thing. Especially because I already have like almost everything I need to make especially because I have almost everything I need to make an enchanting table. Like sacrificing items. Maybe what I'll do, yeah, maybe I'll just put like a little like sacrificial thing in each market, and that's just like where the resources go that get traded. That's how we'll do it. So definitely like weapons and tools is the thing that this city wants. And where is the cleric around? What do you need? What do you want? Hello. Rotten flesh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a tough one too. So maybe maybe gold. Yeah, probably gold will be a thing that they're hoping for. So tools, gold, or maybe just 3 metals. That's what it can be. Okay, so this city's gonna get 3 metals: gold, copper, and iron, because they only have a blacksmith. The other city has the blast furnace and the blacksmith, so maybe they want tools, specifically, which is going to require some more production chain stuff for me. They're also going to want wool, and they are also going to want leather. That's what they want. Those are the things that they want. Okay, all right. We've got it figured out. Son, which direction are you going? That way? Yes. So this is south, which is back to the original village. So we're going to head back to the original village, knowing what we know, and we're going to figure out what we can do there production-wise, that can get us going right away. If all of this seems confusing, I'm sure it does. Like I said, I had a rough idea of how I wanted to do this. And it all sounds, I'm sure it sounds completely insane. Also, I'm going a little off track because there's this ruined portal over here that I want to go visit. Well, yes to all of this, please. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to take that as well. And I feel like I saw another village. Okay, well, that's cool. Let me go home first, because what I'm gonna want to do before I do anything is I want to connect all these, because that will help me find them all. And I can't do any trading. Again, these are rules that are entirely made up in my head, but I won't do any trading between anybody until like roads are built, because I need that for trading. So let's come back over here to our starting place, and let's figure out what we should produce first. Okay, so this place could either refine meat, which could then be sold to a city. This place could refine metal, which could then be sold to a city. This place could refine stone, which could be sold to a city. Or it could gather stone, gather ores, or because of the little, like, pasture thing, we could also raise livestock here and produce a raw product of one of the livestock types. And so I think wool is gonna be what I go with, because that requires the least amount of that's a renewable resource. So that's something that I can set up right away for production, and I don't really need to like get more sheep. Like one sheep starting out is enough. So I don't really need to focus too much on like doing a bunch of breeding and then like going around and slaughtering everything and then doing a bunch of breeding. I really only need one sheep in this pen over here, and then all I need after that is and then after I get my sheep, all I really need after that is one iron ingot. So I've already got one, so I just need one more. So yeah, this is gonna be a wool production town. That's what we're gonna do here. Nothing super glamorous. We're just gonna produce wool, and producing wheat isn't really a thing that I'm gonna be doing right off the bat. So I'm going to rely on these. And I'm just going to break them down, do a little modification of our area. And then I'm just going to say, hey, sheep, come this way. And just like that, we are set up for resource production here. I just need one more iron ingot. So I'm going to sleep real quick. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can find that other village that I saw, which I think is this way. And I want to see what they can produce. Also, hopefully it's a village and not a city, because I need more resource production. And if we're not relying on what we're labeling as cities for resource production, I've got to find more smaller settlements. So let's head this way. Okay, I think I'm seeing it on the horizon there. Yes, I am. Oh, I think I see a market. Okay. This might be tricky. I might have a hard time with this because based on these completely arbitrary rules I've assigned myself, I only have one resource production place. Okay. Oh, there's another another village over there. Wow, there's a lot of villages. That's cool. So this is a city. This might just be a city. So this place is going to want probably worked stone. Because they've got a mason. And it'll be one other thing. It looks like cooked meat. So that might be... Okay, that's good to know. Now what do you do? Are you a city too? Because that might put me over the edge a little bit. Hopefully you're just a village and you don't have a market. Looks like they are just a village. I am seeing a well, but I'm not seeing the town center or... Okay, so they can keep livestock. They can keep livestock because they have a barn. Take all your bread. Take your apple. So I think what's going to happen is I think this might turn into where I keep animals. This town might be a livestock town. And the first village might become a meat, like, processing town where we cook meat, which means I'm gonna need a coal production town. So hopefully I can find another village. No, because you don't need coal to cook. So that's what I'll do. Okay, so this village is going to keep, cows. That's what's going to happen. This village is going to keep, or pigs. They're going to keep pigs, which then we're going to essentially send pigs through this city to the starting village. What is this? Yeah, oh, it's the barn. Okay. Yeah, so this village is going to keep pigs, which is then going to I said more or less raise and slaughter pigs, and then we're gonna send the raw meat past this city into the starting village, which is then going to cook the pigs there, and then the cooked meat is going to come back here. That's the order of operations. It's extremely convoluted. I am fully aware how complicated I've just made my life, and I don't care. I think this is going to be fun. And so basically what's going to happen is once we start bringing in pigs here, basically we'll decide a threshold, and once this city has gotten a certain volume of cooked pork chops, then they are another resource could be alchemy stuff. I know that this is a cleric in here and this is kind of a temple, but I'm going to treat this as like an alchemist hut and not a church because it doesn't really look like a church. So this is a small city. So basically, we're going to figure out a threshold, and once this city gets a certain amount of pork, it can like upgrade and get more housing. And it'll allow us to set up some infrastructure-y stuff to where the villagers can just kind of naturally breed at their own rate, increasing their population and increasing the size of this city. And so that's some stuff I haven't quite worked out yet. And it's probably going to like get ironed out as we go, if that makes sense. But basically what's going to happen, so now that we've kind of like found some stuff, so this is going to be a raw resource production site. They're going to produce raw pork. From there, they are going to send the raw pork that way to the starting town, where it's going to get cooked, and then it's going to be sent back here. And so this city will upgrade, and then as their raw goods get like quote purchased to be processed, over time they'll upgrade, which is just going to make it a more automated system for me. And then as the other city over there produces pork chops that then get sold to here, they're gonna like upgrade too, if that makes sense. So ultimately this place will get this place will grow, and that place will become more efficient at producing pigs. Probably what'll happen is I'll create some like it'll look like a big like barn or whatever that'll have some like crush farms in it, and then I'll have probably some sort of like more complicated automated cooking system in the starter village. So they'll become like more industrial kind of, and this will just kind of grow and become more urban. So yeah, so that's how this chain's gonna work. The thresholds for everything, for upgrading them. Oh, I left my bed somewhere. Oops. The thresholds for upgrading everything, I haven't figured that out yet. I don't really know how I want to do those numbers. If you have any ideas, I would love to hear them. A thing that will get tricky for me eventually is I don't have anywhere that produces potatoes yet. I need a small village that has some farms in it so I can grow potatoes to feed the pigs to grow their population. So I'm gonna go around and steal potatoes from everywhere. That's my first plan of attack. But that's only gonna last for so long before I'm out of potatoes. And then once I'm out of potatoes, I kind of need a potato source. So basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a as realistic as you can in Minecraft, a real economy, for no reason other than to torture myself. But this is actually how I play Minecraft. When I play by myself and I'm playing for fun, this is the kind of things that I do to myself, because it's fun. I enjoy it. It makes me feel like there's a reason behind everything that I'm doing. It also means that we might never go to the Nether, unless we just really want the blocks out of the Nether. But all the new blocks for 1.17 aren't in the Nether. They are just underground. So we don't need to worry about that too much. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're gonna consider this like episode 0. This is the explanation episode. Not the most exciting thing, but we found 6 villages. Is that right? 6 villages? 5 villages? There's 5 villages. There's 2 large cities, 1 small city, and 2 production villages. So, hello, yes. So now that I know that, that's where we're gonna get started. And so, pork production, that's gonna be what kicks us off. Hopefully we'll find more villages around us. If not, that means that we're gonna have to do some major exploring and set up some major trade lanes before we you know, can start to grow our other cities. Because this place right now, really, pork is like the only thing that we can do here, just because we don't have enough production villages found yet to kick anything else off. Yeah, but I'm excited. I think this will be fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you think these rules are too complicated and don't want to follow them, let me know. Is my original village this way? I think it's this way. Actually, I'm going to stay here for now. I'm going to stay here for now because I need to set up my initial pig. Do I have potatoes on me? I don't. I'm going to stay here because I need to set up my initial like pig property. Yeah, if you think these rules are too complicated, let me know. If they're too hard to follow, you think, you know, that's some stuff that I would be interested in hearing. If you have some feedback on these rules, if you have some ideas on how, like the trade upgrade thresholds should work, let me know. I'd love to hear that. You know, I have a rough idea, but you know, feedback is always nice. It's always fun to hear what you guys think. It's always fun to hear what you think, and hear your ideas. And yeah, so that's it. This is like bootleg Transport Fever. And if we have fun with this, maybe we'll play some Transport Fever. Like actual Transport Fever. Or maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Maybe we just do like weird Minecraft. Maybe we do weird Minecraft bootleg Transport Fever and make a mod. I have no idea how to make a mod, but I know people who might. Maybe we try to figure out how to make some sort of like weird economy mod in Minecraft. Oh. Ooh. I see a village. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for next time. I'm gonna save it for next time. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is it. This is episode 0. This is the explanation episode. Convoluted rules and everything. Super complicated for no reason other than to drive myself crazy. And we could even create like a little sign with like a tracker for like every time I deposit goods in a marketplace, or take goods to a production center or from a production center. Like we'll have like a little tracker for that, and that'll help me like keep track of like upgrade rates and all that stuff. So, yeah, this is weird. This is gonna be weird, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Next episode is gonna be episode 1 of getting this going. Maybe off camera, I'll put some pigs in here. And switch the door to a gate so that the villagers aren't letting our pigs out. I'll probably do that off camera. Maybe I'll connect the roads off camera as well. And then we'll go from there. Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe I won't start doing any of that stuff until episode 1. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is all the ramblings of a madman. I'm excited to be back on Minecraft. I'm hoping that this is gonna. I think this is gonna get some inspiration going for when we. I think this is gonna get some inspiration going for when we. I think this is gonna get some inspiration for continuing the Warcraft and Minecraft series, and you know, it's just gonna kind of like break some of my creative tension that I unwittingly created for myself when I did that. Hey, here's a question. Where did you come from? Did you just teleport in? Were you always there? Did anybody else see that? That guy just appeared out of nowhere. Do all villages have wells? I think they do. Yeah, they do. They either have a well or a fountain. So, oh, here's what it is. Okay, let's do this. Last thought on a rule. If a production village has a well, it produces one thing. If a production village has a fountain, it can produce two things. Because it's fancier. Yeah. That's a ridiculous rule that I just created that I'm going to keep because why not? Because I can. Because this is all my idea and I'm allowed to do that. And yeah, I can do that. So yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas for like thresholds. Should stuff that gets quote sold to cities be just destroyed completely, or should it just be stockpiled? And when a city upgrades, does it get new like things it wants? If that makes sense. Like they want cooked meat and they've got pigs in their like butcher shop thing. So cooked pork is going to be a thing they get. But when they fill up on cooked pork to upgrade, are they then going to want like cooked beef? Or cooked chicken? Think about that. I'll think about that. You think about that. We'll reconvene later, in probably a week. Because that's I think the rate that these are going to come out is like once a week, maybe. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I look forward to seeing you next time on the Lapis Kingdom. Have a great day. Bye.